Mention stuffed in a two, then it's off to a school where it's all that you do, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a two-bedroom doing menial jobs, plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod. Distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light. I left some will, the spirit away. I let my fears materialize. I let my skills deteriorate. Haunted by the thought of what I should have been. Continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was it
Emmanuel Sanders, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense. Still second down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got some space here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
To throw is Smith, surveying the field. Going up top. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate. We knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come up in an offset eye. Again, here's Bernard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in. Give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end the drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better, a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Following the penalty, it's Gore. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Complete on the right side to Greenbackham. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Another carry now for Gore. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Third down now following the run.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. 3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll run with a rookie. It's Kenneth Dixon. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. Gore back there as the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now a man who turned 40 back in August. He might not like me for that one, but it's true. Shane Leckler, the 40-year-old, on to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Jackson's got it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down now after the pass completion. Breeze to throw on second down. Sanders has it over the middle. Emmanuel Sanders, 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Emmanuel Sanders, 87 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Gore back there is the lone setback. On first down, it's Smith. And some room to roam now. 12 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. On first down, it's Gore. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 50, it's Smith. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On the counter, Gore bulldozes past him and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Colts a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Gore again here on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. William Hayes in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now Gino. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Gino. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air. Smith on second down. Finding time. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's got time. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gore back there is the lone setback. Geno now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Breeze now on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to rifle one deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So we've reached halftime here and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Austin. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Gore back there is the lone setback. Now Gino. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing now is Gino. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And Novak's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm hearing my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's Breeze to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run again with Bernard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. On first down, Breeze. Sanders has it over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Well, it's obvious to me that the big guy is beyond locked in. We saw last week a scintillating performance. We're seeing it again. I think he and his coordinator are in lockstep right now.
Sometimes a tip of the cap to the guys calling the plays here, yeah?
Not just calling the plays, setting the game plan.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Gore back there is the lone setback. Smith now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's the backup Prescott. Over the middle, he hits Austin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Here we go.
Prescott now on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings! Emmanuel Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's Smith now on second down. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to get it to Frank Gore there. 3rd down here. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long. It's Smith. And he comes back with 1 complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A dump off here for Gore. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Smith on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Throwing again is Smith. They go with the screen to Gore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Gino on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. To the air again, Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Surveying the field. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Smith throwing again. This will be caught at about the 5. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And if you're going to... And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Tavon Austin, 72 yards. And with that touchdown reception, we have a new single-season leader. We were waiting for this moment. We got to see it here.
How much fun is it that we were here to see it? And this guy's able to catch touchdown passes from everywhere. Red zone, out in the field. It didn't matter. You put in his vicinity, he carried it over the goal line.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss might knock them out of playoffs.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now?